dramatic. Seriously.
Y'all, we back at it. And y'all know we always gonna come to y'all in a very raw and transparent and vulnerable space. And today is it. To be honest, I think we both in spaces, and I think the way the enemy works is when you are called to something and you actually answer the phone, then he like, okay, so now I need to work overtime. And I think he's in the overtime space. What do you think?
It's just strange because sometimes, when you hit like a lesson moment or a season of when you don't have to learn something, sometimes you don't know. And right now I feel like I walked into a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel extra human lately. I know that sounds funny. I kind of miss those days when I was numb.
Yeah. Let's talk about that numb.
Yeah. Like I miss those days where things didn't bother me. I barely cried. And I'm not saying I want to go back. It sounds extremely crazy. But at the same time, when you feel all of your emotions, and you have to learn to become emotionally intelligent and not only feel your feels, but you also have to name them,
acknowledge them.
Yeah, acknowledge them and name them.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
No, it's not.
Like being an emotional being is hard. Dealing with people is hard.
Yeah. And I think in this space that I'm in, it's not necessarily dealing with myself, because myself for the first time is like, we solid. But I also solid-ish. I kind of lied a bit.
I think you just a smidge.
Well, okay. The space that I'm in now is more so like, God, I'm doing everything you said. Why we ain't moving yet? That's the space that I'm in. And so when I say I'm solid as in I'm not the problem like I used to be for myself. Like, when you could be like, there I go procrastinating again, or there I go talking to myself crazy. Oh, I'm pissing myself off. Like, I don't know, like,
okay, yes.
Different spaces. But for me right now, I'm doing everything I said. I mean, God asked me to do. There are a few things that I know me and him locked in on, and I know I got to do some things as far as my business side, but an organization side, because sometimes when I get in an emotional space, everything else turns into chaos, and I don't like dealing with that, so I don't deal with it. So
that's good acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Very good self-awareness.
Yeah. So like when it comes down to that part of me, that's what I mean. It's solid. But yeah, like for me right now, I'm just in a space where I'm just a little disappointed because I'm not, obviously, the whole little, oh, you about to be 30, that timeline that doesn't exist, right? But when it comes down to God, I mean, his timeline exists, but it definitely ain't your timeline.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
You brought it up the other day where somebody did a skit on TikTok or something. It was like, God told him like, hey, come over here. Where are we going, God? Just come over here real quick. And then he disappeared like, God, what's next?
Like, what we doing?
Hello? Like, that's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at. So, yeah. So, but for me, I'm just glad that I'm in a solid-ish place more than I have been before. But it's definitely a weird space to be in, because I feel like I'm in a way moving backwards. And I hate that for me.
Okay, but you said something to me not last year. You said something to me because I was reading my journal. I journal, which is very helpful to look back on and see like, okay, I was in the same spot this year. So I told Arie that, and she was like, well, like you pretty much have done work internally and spiritually, so there's no way you in the same space.
Yeah.
you can't be. If you've done the work and you feel different internally and spiritually, there's no way that you're in the same spot. Like physically it can look the same.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good leeway to what I was gonna say next, is that when you have faith, sometimes it looks crazy to people.
Mm-hmm.
I think my life right now looks extremely crazy to people. It doesn't look like it should. I think a lot of people are stuck in like, this is what your life should look like. This is how, you know,
cookie cutter.
Very cookie cutter. Very, this is the norm.
Yeah.
My life does not look like that.
You know, I just thought about that.
I want to see how far I was going. I was like, how deep I want to share with y'all. But if you know, you know. If you don't,
we finna go date.
Okay. Now I'm just playing.
Today one of them days where it's like we got some things to say, but it's also like we're still in a space where we're trying to see what things need to be censored and things like that. And I kind of don't like that for us.
I think it's more so godly censored. I feel more convicted on that side than people's side in a way. Like, you can't share everything with everybody, you know? Like sometimes you need to be quiet, and I'm learning when to be quiet.
That's fair. But there are also some things where like you just never know what can help people. Like,
that's fair.
And you just brought it up saying, what'd you just say about
about faith, when faith like crazy, like,
oh, okay, no.
Crazy.
So like I thought about this morning. Basically, I'm in a season. You said your life doesn't look like what people think it should. We're in a season where our life is not about to look similar to anyone's. And I hate that.
No.
I hate that because like,
I hate that, and I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, but I want that excited part gonna be at the latter.
Yeah, 11:59.
Yeah, like it's annoying because all people can do right now is pray. I'm praying for you. You got anything else?
That's hilarious.
Did God say something to you? Like,
give you some directions.
I mean, like, hello,
because an idea.
Because no one has an idea. No one can tell us what to look for. No one can tell us what to do because no one has seen this before.
As far as our lives and just the direction of it, and we went to college and did what we were supposed to do, got jobs, and those just, you know. And then like we're not married. I still live at home. Actually, let's talk about how we moved out several times to move back in. Let's talk about it.
Because this season, we're in one of my homes right now, and this home is about to be sold.
Yeah.
I mean, hallelujah to somebody, right? But
to somebody about to buy a house.
To somebody about to buy a house.
Oh yeah, we own the house right now.
Yeah, but
that's
like
a long story, but
it is. But y'all, this about to be my third time. I'm gonna say third.
Yeah, I'll say
third time living with the parents, second time moving back in with the parents.
Yeah.
And like all our cousins got great jobs. Now, okay, so I thought about being a police officer. I told my daddy, I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna be a police officer. And he started cracking up. And then he said, could you imagine? Oh my God.
Sometimes I think my daddy is really nice. He really nice. He really made me into a thug for real because he is ruthless.
Rude. Excuse me.
Yeah, he rude for sure.
Yeah, no, but I was just playing, y'all. Can y'all see? Y'all can only see the Mrs. Officer.
Yeah.
But y'all can't see.
And them tight pants.
And girl, imagine me pulling out a gun. Oh my God. He's shooting at me.
Oh, no.
I'm not fair.
But my thing with that too is that you just gotta know your
lane. You literally gotta know it and stay in it. Like, and then so for me, okay, you got the entrepreneurial spirit where okay, God said quit your job. The job already sucked, so I was headed out anyway. But He said work and focus on your business full time. Okay, bet. I'm ready, Lord. don't say you ready, Lord, if you ain't ready.
No,
Lord.
for real.
Lord, if you ain't ready, Lord.
Oh, I thought you were saying about yourself, like telling people don't.
No,
if you ain't ready.
Hey, Lord.
You do gotta be careful what you tell the Lord.
No, for real. Because there was a song we used to sing as kids talking about, it's from the wine and send me and I'll go.
Yep.
That was what the type of song it was. Wherever you send me, Lord, I'll go. Yeah. Yeah, we probably
somewhere you don't want to be.
Probably stopped singing that mid adulthood. Now I'm just like,
be careful what you say.
No, for real, you gotta be careful because you sign up for a journey, a long day's journey ahead. And I signed up and didn't know what I signed up for. Like the first 5 months were great, and now I'm here because God like to be with 11:59 God.
Mm-hmm.
That in your mind is a little too late, but in his mind right on time. Okay, but yeah, bills getting bigger, money getting littler. You gotta say littler like that.
Getting bigger,
money getting littler.
You silly, bro.
You gotta say it like that. But that's the space I'm in, y'all. Dating looks crazy because moving back into your parents' house is blah. I ain't finna date. Oh my God, I ain't finna date.
Pray for her. She going through right now.
I'm just playing.
She going through.
I'm just playing. I mean, so what's next for you?
Did we talk about this last podcast?
No. I'm saying like when it comes, chill on me.
I'm talking to the audience because
chill on me. I'm talking about what's next as far as like when we're in this space, what do we do?
That's a good question.
What do you do?
Find out on the next episode.
Okay, so let's say this. What is our goal? How are we gonna get out of this space? Like, I just wrote this in my journal because I ain't journaling in a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
Because sometimes with me, like when I feel emotions, I feel them times two. Like, and I hate that. So I don't want to reread what I went through. Some days I don't like that because I feel everything that I write. I could cry right now, but I won't. But but yeah, like, so in this space, self-care is gonna have to look different.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you say we've been through this space and you feel like you've been through it over and over, but it's still different. So what does self-care look like for you now, and how are you going to like get out of this funk? Or
I wouldn't say I'm in a funk per se. I wouldn't say I'm in a funk. I feel as long as I can stay grounded, I'll be good. You know?
So what's grounded mean to you?
Grounded to me is making sure that I'm spiritually. I have a question. Well, making sure that I'm spiritually connected.
Finish your thought.
Yeah. I got excited because I was thinking about this yesterday. Do y'all feel like, or do you feel like your relationship with God is a reflection of your relationship with self? Because I asked that because when I feel like when I'm reading my Bible and just praying more and just like not on social media as much and not in people's business as much.
Mm-hmm.
Just minding my own business. I'm more grounded. And I feel closer to God and I feel like more like myself.
Okay.
So do you think that is like a direct relation?
Correlation or relationship? Because you just left it at relation.
Correlationship. You ever heard of correlationship?
Mm-mm.
I'm saying, does it have a direct?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Just for the people in the back.
Okay.
Me, I'm in the back.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
I understand what you said, but me, I'm in the back.
Just
See, you're double-minded.
Oh,
You're confused.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just playing. I honestly think it's like both. I think it is a direct relationship with myself. My relationship with God is. Because when my relationship with God got better, my relationship with myself got better as well. But I honestly think I'm going to always look at him like 10 steps ahead type stuff. Like, so not necessarily, like, I feel like if I'm better, or if I have a better relationship with him, then I will be able to handle situations better. So it's almost like you have to relate the two, because it wouldn't make sense to have a good relationship with him and hate yourself.
That, or hate other people, or
because then that's not
patience.
Then that's
low.
not of God, like the whole godly love, agape, you know, whatever. So it's almost like you gotta. There is a correlation, and I believe there is a direct relationship between one with God and one with yourself. So I mean, but it also looks different for different people.
Yeah.
What relationship with God, or what was your relationship with God before? What have you experienced with other people and their relationships with God?
Ooh.
Has it always been a transactional relationship? Because if it's transactional, then that's how you look at your relationship with God versus your relationship with yourself and your relationship with other people.
I can say I was treating God like he was human. People disappointed me, so I was kind of like, God was on the outside. I was just kind of like, okay, I deal with you and I deal with you. Y'all, I really have a thing with relationships. I am a very detached individual. I really am. Like, I can say I love, but it's love to me is so like conceptual. I'm not a big feeler.
But you are, though.
I feel, but like love to me, it really don't. When people used to say like loyalty over love, or honesty and truth, and I'm like, okay, I'd rather have love. But then now I'm thinking about it like, I don't know if I really connect with love.
I don't think, okay, I understand what you're saying.
And maybe if y'all need some further explanation, me and love, and I love relationship, I love connection, but something about connecting with people, it takes a lot for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a lot of like real friends, you know?
I mean, you may offend people with that statement, so.
If we friends, you know we friends.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to be funny.
If we friends,
if
y'all
you
know.
Questioning it, text me. I'll let you know. All I'm saying
Text me is crazy.
I'm working on it. I'm working on showing up
for your friends,
for
or for
myself,
yourself?
and for people, just differently.
Because
just being more available.
Okay, but we talked
emotionally available.
Because we talked about earlier how we were in people's business.
It's a difference between being in somebody's business and
being available. But you said available, so you got to define.
Yes, but also, okay, you create boundaries, and that was gonna be my answer to self-care. Like, how do you do self-care in this season? Yeah. So look at us, tying it back in. That was my bow.
Yeah.
Boundaries.
Okay.
Boundaries have become super important to me as I have learned as an adult just how to speak up for myself, advocate for myself, tell people what I like, what I don't like. Yeah. Just being comfortable with that, because I wasn't always comfortable with that. But creating boundaries and saying, you know what, I don't have the capacity today.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna hit you tomorrow, or can you hit me next week? I don't have the capacity. Or even just asking you, do you have the capacity to, you and mom, I do that with my mom and my sister a lot.
We do that a lot.
Do you have the capacity, do you have like 5 minutes? Can I just talk real quick? Can I vent? And asking people if they had a capacity. So creating boundaries, number one.
Yeah.
Even with the things I choose to share and choose not to share, I think I've learned that I don't always have to share everything right away, or I don't have to share everything if I want to.
Yeah, I tried that.
And you said it's not as fun. Or something like that.
Yeah, because it's not that deep. Like, my life is I always say this, my life is a movie.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many scenes that I can't wait to turn this into an actual movie. My life is crazy and it's hilarious in some parts and it's very dramatic in others.
And the angels probably just having a grand time. Whoever watching this movie is having a grand time.
Like they like,
Wait for the
popcorn.
sequel.
Popcorn is here. Okay, they always got it ready and popped. But I find that's so funny. I just be losing my little train of thought. But
Talking too much.
what was we? What was we talking about?
Boundaries and oversharing.
Oh yeah, because my life is so much fun and so dramatic that if you my real friend, I gotta keep you up to date because you won't believe what that man who left me on the table like a slab of meat did. You know what I'm saying? Like you, I be having examples.
Okay.
I be having examples and talking about people, but like there are some things you can't share when it comes to your vision and things like that and that's the part that that I don't have an issue with. If I look at you and be like, you can't see that far for me. Like your vision is not where I need it to be. I'm not about to be sharing my hopes and dreams with you. Like I had I'll say it. So I did this huge vending expo. And I was sharing with my friend at the time. I'm like, this could change my whole life. It's supposed to be thousands of people there. And I was like, I could literally walk out of there and make 6 figures. Like, it's nothing. That was my mindset when I first started. But it was true. Based on the numbers that the event host said it was going to be, based on the history of the event, it could have been exactly what I needed it to be. However, because it was post-COVID, it flopped. And I was so upset with myself, but I also found myself ashamed to tell my friend, this is supposed to be my friend, ashamed to tell him that I didn't make as much as I thought I would, because I knew his face and his mind was gonna be, oh, I knew that. Mm-hmm. I told you so. And that for me was it. Like I was like, oh, he not my friend.
Yeah.
I said, this is fun.
This is a PSA. Make sure like y'all be careful how y'all talk to y'all friends.
Mm-hmm.
For real. You just don't know like what God put inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait for you to make your 6 figures and just laugh. Yeah.
Because
I really can't.
Yeah, because that hurt my feelings.
Who am I to say that she can't make 6 figures? Like who am I to say that?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, who am I to say that? I don't know what God put in here. I don't know. All it takes is one person, and you have ideas. It's not like just your one product.
Yeah.
You can do anything and make 6 figures. So
yeah,
it's obviously not gonna look like how we think it is. Mm-hmm. But just watch your mouth on God's children, number 1.
Period.
And on your people, like love on your people.
Yeah.
If you don't see it, just say, you know what? Maybe be honest and say, that's some big faith, sis. That's some big faith. I'm gonna be in agreement with you. Or don't say that if you're gonna be hating a little bit.
Yeah, because if you hating
me, I'm gonna let Ariel dream as big as she wanna dream. I'm like, okay, girl.
She do. She be like, that's good.
No, I don't do that no more. Because she be wanting a response to everything. So I just say, okay, girl. Okay, I believe you.
And you know what's funny? That's a relationship, because she learned what kind of responses that I need. Not necessarily like she gonna do it all the time, but when I used to tell her some juicy stuff, and she would always be like,
Like, what you want me to say?
And it came, but for me, it came off. It came off as so judgmental. I said, I ain't telling her nothing else.
And it really, for me, it wasn't like judging. I was just like, okay, I don't have anything to say about it.
But tell me something. I'm gonna act like you.
Oh, girl, today I just got my first big check. I ain't say it like that. I used to say, like, I don't know what to say.
Congratulations.
Like, what you mean? You don't know? Not like that. It wasn't
like that. No,
okay,
that was a terrible example.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like, girl, you won't believe what John did to me today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
It wouldn't be no, what? What'd he do?
Arie always telling details about everything.
Don't y'all want to know the tea?
She wanna tell me all capital T, capital E, capital A.
Then I will find some friends who want all the T's.
You got them. Either way. Okay, so what does self-care look like to you in this space?
Ooh,
I really wasn't done, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, you can keep going.
No, I'm gonna bounce off of you.
Okay. So, so being at this space, in this home, I have been by myself for a very long time. So now I'm about to go back into a home full of people.
It's full of grown people.
And self-care for me looks like not allowing people to have access to me.
That's good.
And I'm not talking about my family in that house. I'm talking about if she want to mingle with people. Okay, well, I don't want to hang out today. Like, if they come into the house, I'll go out the house. I don't have to. And that's one thing we got to learn. We don't have to sit and take nothing. We don't have to sit and be anywhere that makes us uncomfortable. The thing about life is we have a choice. And the thing about being a grown up is you got a car.